You want me to confess? Yes. I mean, it isn't that hard. What the hell is wrong with you? Do you think he'll actually be able to pull it off? You must be hallucinating. Kenma, don't be like that. You should do what you desire. I think Grand King makes a great point. You should confess. But if you aren't ready to, then you shouldn't. No matter what you do and what the outcome is, we'll be here for you. I tend to think otherwise on the confessing idea. What do you mean? It's a great idea. Oikoa, you're smarter than this. If you look at what we have in hand, sure, she might accept it, but this will affect both their focus on volleyball and school. Also, this relationship can be a little bit, a lot unbalanced. If they were to get into a relationship now, they wouldn't know how to handle each other. What do you mean? Shut up, I'm about to explain it. Anyways, I was saying that it wouldn't necessarily work because you're both nervous wrecks. Maybe it would be more likely in the future when you guys are more mature and be able to understand and handle emotions more well. But for now, Kenma looks up and down at Yamaguchi. Why you won't be able to handle the package that comes with the relationship? That's insulting. But I think what I said was accurate. I have to disagree on one thing. Do tell. About the not being able to handle emotions part. I think they'll be fine. How? Are we even talking about the same person? Just listen. Sure, they might be unsteady at first, but little problems such as emotions shouldn't stop love from blooming. Kenma sits there and stares down at Hinata without blinking, not saying anything. Silence falls onto the room. Kenma sighs in defeat. Yeah, you're right, but I still don't think it's a great idea to confess. I don't plan on ever confessing. What? But your love life awaits. You can't just give up without trying. I have no shot anyways. It's clear she's not going to accept. But you can talk to at least tell her. Who knows? What if she? I appreciate the help, guys. Really. But please stop. This is my choice. If you say so, fine. Silence falls onto the boys, but Kenma decides to break it. So Oikoa. Iwaizumi. Oikoa flinches once Kenma said his name. How's things going with him? You know he sneaks into my room every now and then. Romeo and Juliet type shit. Hey. That's so true, Yams. He's so strange, you know. Like I wanna punch him sometimes. Man just doesn't know how to reciprocate feelings properly. Oikoa becomes flustered and suddenly turns to Kenma. What about you, Kenma? No. Not a response can be heard from anybody after that except the sound of his buttons on his switch clicking. Tell us, Kenma-san. Fine. I don't know. It's just, he's a friend. Friends don't act like you guys do. You're head over heels for him. Huh? No. You say that, Kenma-san, but your face says a lot more. Kenma's face was so flushed red, it was like he just came out of a sauna. Kenma's eyes widened in embarrassment and quickly covers his face with his switch. Shut up. If you want to know, I told him I liked him in the song. Well, get your man, bestie. A ding rings and fills the room. It was a text from Tsukishima to Yamaguchi. It's Tsuki. You know. Are you sure you're straight? Of course I am. I'm in love with Yachi. No. It looks like you're in love with the blondie. They all turn to each other and nod in agreement except for Yamaguchi. You guys may be gay, but I'm definitely not. If you say so, Yams. We should get going. It's getting late and I think Yamaguchi needs time to think himself. Kenma picks up his bag and the others do the same. That's a good idea. Well, see you guys later. Good night. They all responded by as they wave in the distance and Yamaguchi slowly closes the door. Once again, it's just him and his thoughts. Yamaguchi takes out his phone to open the text Tsukishima sent him. Turns out it wasn't a text. It was an image he sent. A picture of Yamaguchi's back. It was a picture that was secretly taken during class when Yamaguchi say in front of him, AHHHTSUKKI. Why does my back look like that? Don't be a moron. You look fine. That's what they all say. Shut up, Yamaguchi. I'm bored. So, what you should do is ask me if I want to go on a midnight walk while eating snacks. Why should I? I used to fine be that way. I never wanted to go on a romantic walk with you. Go do that with Yachi. We aren't going out. That's what they all say. Ugh, I'm coming over there and you are coming with me on this walk. If you can drag me, you son of hair. Yamaguchi aggressively puts his phone in his back pocket and slips on his slippers. Mum, I'm going on a walk with Tsukishima. Yamaguchi bursts through the door and swings it shut. This bastard making me the bad guy. Yamaguchi huffs a puff of air into the slightly chilly sky and looks up at the cloudless night sky. I guess it isn't so bad. Yams hums a song to himself while walking to Tsukishima's house. After a few minutes of walking, he arrives and planned on knocking on Tsukishima's door, but he is greeted with Tsukishima sighting on the stairs up to his door. Why yo, took you long enough. PSSH, well sorry mister, if you can drag me outside. Oh shut up you idiot. You're one to talk, Mr. Lanky tall ass man. Tsukishima suddenly turns around to enter his house, but Yamaguchi grabs his wrist. Joke joke joke, don't go, let us walk. PFT. Tsukishima curves the edge of his lips, but only for a second. Fine. Then let's get going. Let's go then. They walk and talk about different topics as they got closer to this small store full of goodies that Yamaguchi and Tsukishima would go to when they were younger. Hello, good evening. They lift the curtain out of the way leading into the store. Oh, it's you two. The old man has his hands behind his back as he walks towards the two teens. Hi sir. It's been a while. Yes it has. How are you, Mr. Satori? I've been better. Mr. Satori looks at Yamaguchi and Tsukishima very sternly. You guys have grown a lot. Mr. Satori smiles weakly. Quickly, Tsukishima noticed something was up. Are you okay, sir? Of course I am. Now go and buy whatever you like. Mr. Satori walks off and Yamaguchi whispers something to Tsukishima. Hey, what was up with him? Who knows? I hope he isn't ill. I think it's something else. If you say so. Yamaguchi walks off and looks at the candies. Tsukishima walks off to the ice cream section. Atsuki, I don't have any money on me. Tsukishima turns to Yams. I figured you would say so, I brought some. Well, if you're paying you can choose what we snack on. Ice cream? Sure. It's a hot night after all. You kids should buy the melon ice cream. Heard it was popular with the teens. He hands both Yams and Tsukishima the ice cream. They looked both at each other and nodded in agreement that they'll buy it. Then, we'll take these. Tsukishima hands him the money to pay for the ice cream. Mr. Satori thanks them and waves them off. Good night, Mr. Satori. Please get some rest soon. It's very late. You youngsters. Don't be out too late. Of course, sir. They both walk away and they just let their feet take them wherever it leads them. Tsukishima looks at his best friend as he licks his ice cream.
You wish that was you, huh? Don't you buff yet? Shit.
The melon on his taste buds relieves his humid body. As he stares at Yamaguchi, he watches him lick his own ice cream. The sweat of the ice falling off the melon ice cream as his childhood best friend slowly devours it. Why are you looking at me so intently, Tsuki? Something bothering you? Yamaguchi says, not looking at his blonde friend. Tsukishima's eyes widen, but it does not last long, for he hates showing so much emotions. I was just wondering, why are you always walking this late? I'm not sure. Something in me just wants fresh air. Freedom? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's because I love walking with you, Tsuki. Maybe my heart misses you. Yamaguchi giggles as he was only just being sarcastic. Hahaha, funny. Geez, Tsuki. I'm sorry, so don't be so pouty. Whatever. But you know, walking out this late, it dangerous. Well, I'm a guy so I'll be fine. That's not reassuring. Yamaguchi hops over to this play structure and Tsukishima follows. Why are you so worried? I won't get kidnapped or anything. Yamaguchi falls onto a swing and starts swinging. I hate it. Tsukishima stands in front of the swing Yamaguchi is on. Yamaguchi stops swinging. Hate what? The way you're so free and careless. It's threatening to yourself. What are you trying to get at? Suddenly, Tsukishima grabs Yamaguchi's wrist, causing the ice cream stick to fall on the sand. I can do so much harm to you now, you know. You're in such a vulnerable state. Tsukishima squeezes Yam's wrist harder. Atsuki saint, stop, that hurts. Look at you right now. See how easily I just grabbed and squeezed your wrist? Do you think you have a chance against some other rando on the street, reeking of cigarette or who knows what? Tsukishima's expression turns bitter. How you think I'm weak? Suki, I may be a little bit behind you, but please stop underestimating me. I find it offensive. Yamaguchi yanks his wrist out of Tsukishima's grip and gets up off. Tsukishima expects him to leave him there, lonesome in a park at dark, frustrated with messy feelings. But Yamaguchi calls out to him, not from the entrance of the park but at the top of this play structure, the highest point. Suki, I will catch up to you one day, so don't look down on me. Yamaguchi yells at the moon. What are you doing? Yams turns around to Tsuki and replies, telling you that I'll be on the same level you're on someday. That's the moon, you idiot. Exactly, the moon. Yams turns around to look up at the glistening moon. You know, your name means the moon. You're so far up there and I'm just down here, but I'll be up there soon. Alongside you. Yamaguchi stretches his arm towards the moon as if he was trying to reach it. And the moon is so beautiful and mysterious. Like you, Tsuki. Yamaguchi says with such passion in his voice. But you're the beautiful one here. Tsukishima whispers as he watches the slight breeze his Yamaguchi's soft hair and his silhouetted back. Tsukishima wishes he could see his best friend's face right now. It's probably dipping with grace in that moonlight. Hey. Yamaguchi turns around to his blonde friend. Sorry for being like that. Like touching you. Don't make it sound so wrong. And it's fine. You were just concerned for my safety. Just don't do that again. Of course. Ready to go home? Tsukishima gawks at Yamaguchi's face. Without being conscious of his actions, he stretches out his right arm towards Yamaguchi, as if he was replaying that scene that Yamaguchi did earlier. I'm the one that needs to catch up. The breeze blew as they both stared at each other, getting lost in each other's presence. Yamaguchi snaps out of it and gets flustered. Let's get going. Our parents are probably worried. Yeah, of course.